towards the end of times, the Muslims and the Romans will form an alliance against a third party. Now this is very atypical from the other ahadith, because all the other ahadith mention what? That the Romans on one side and the Muslims on the other side. Correct? So, in my humble opinion, and Allah knows best, these ahadith apply at the beginning of the Armageddon. Things are going to happen where Muslims and Romans will ally with one another. And then that alliance will be destroyed, only to get worse and worse until the Mahdi and Dajjal and Isa come. And Allah knows best. And during this time frame, people will convert from the Roman side to the Muslim side. What are these ahadith of this alliance and treaty? And also these are authentic hadith. This hadith is in Abu Dawood, that Auf ibn Malik al-Ashja'i said, I visited the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam during the Battle of Tabuk, when he was in the Battle of Tabuk. And his tent was made out of leather. So I sat in front of the tent. The Prophet sallallahu gave me permission. He said, come in, ya Auf. So Auf came. The Prophet said to Auf, "Oh Auf, count 6 things before judgment will happen." He gave him a prediction. Number 1, Mawti, my death. Auf said, as soon as I heard that, I was shocked and saddened. SubhanAllah. The first sign of Judgment Day is the death of the Prophet ﷺ. Number 2, he said, Fathu Bayt al-Maqdis, the conquest of Maqdis. Has that happened? Yes, in Abu Bakr's time. And when he said this, it was impossible to even think of Bayt al-Maqdis being in Muslim lands. Wallahi, it is one of the biggest miracles of the truth of Islam that our Prophet ﷺ predicted these things, and they took place within a year after his death. A year after his death, Bayt al-Maqdis is conquered. One of the most unexpected historical turns for Western historians is the rise of Islam. It is inexplicable. They cannot explain it. How could a group from their perspective of ragtag Bedouins come and disrupt human civilization, destroy the Sassanid Empire, carve out the Byzantine Empire, create a civilization that was even more glorious than the both of those previous ones combined? They don't understand how that happened. So for us, our Prophet said, number 2, it will be the conquest of Jerusalem. Number 3, a plague that will come amongst you and destroy your children and your wealth and property, and it will purify your good deeds. Number 4, wealth will be distributed amongst you so much that if a person is given 100 dinars, he would not be happy. The Sahaba were very poor. 1 dinar was a big deal. 100 dinars was a fortune to them. And we're now at a time when 100 dinars is, okay, no big deal. We're at this time now. Number 5, there will be a fitna, a trial that will not leave any of your houses except that it will touch it. And then number 6, and this is what we're interested in. Number 6, there will be a treaty between you and the Romans. And then they will betray you and march against you with 80 banners, under each of which will be 12,000 troops. In other words, 100,000 people. This hadith is in Ibn Majah. Another hadith mentions that you will form a treaty with the Romans and you will fight an enemy common to both of you. Then you will be victorious, and as you are returning back, one of the Romans will raise the cross on a mount and say, this has caused us victory. And a Muslim will get angry and destroy that cross, say, Allah has caused us victory. And war will break out and the Romans will break their truce. And then this incident of marching against you will take place. So these are only 2 or 3 hadith about this. That's it. But they predict another genre of predictions, and that is, there will be a third enemy. Who is that third enemy? Allahu A'lam. But it's neither the Muslim peoples nor the Europeans. There is another power on the rise. May Allah protect us from all of them as well. But anyway, Allah knows whether that power will be the actual one. So there will be a third race, a third group of people. You and the Romans will join hands in fighting them. And there will be an alliance between you, and you will be victorious. Once that enemy has gotten rid of, then the Romans will essentially break their treaty with you because of this minor skirmish where a Muslim said, no, it's not the cross, and he destroys the cross, and it's between 2 people, but the Romans will take that as an excuse to destroy the treaty, and they will then attack you. They will march against you with 80 banners. Now, many of our modern scholars say this must be a reference to the modern United Nations or whatever. I say Allahu A'lam. 80 flags on one side, every flag has a major 10, 12,000 people. That's a major war. So this is another prediction of a great Armageddon that will take place. And Allah knows.